Good afternoon, music world. John here from What's Spinning. Hope everybody's doing well. Over the last few weeks, I've kind of moved over my album reviews strictly to shorts for a few different reasons. But right now, it's the end of August, and I want to give you a few records of the month that I would say are absolutely, without a doubt, worth your time. First up, I want to give a shout out to the new album from The Armed. The future is here, and everything needs to be destroyed. For me, this was just the colorful blast of art, punk, and post-hardcore that I really needed right now. I mean, after an album like their last one, which was a little bit too poppy for me at points, this is high energy, chaotic, just really noisy rock. Tracks like Kingbreaker and Well-Made Play, Broken Mirror as well, just bring to the table relentless noise and a surprising amount of experimentation from the band as well. Tracks like Sharp Teeth and I Steal What I Want lock in on some really sharp grooves as well. And yes, there are a few cuts on here that are a little bit more cluttered and not nearly as exciting. But this is easily one of the best noise rock and post-hardcore records I've heard all year. From the psychedelic sprawl of Heathen to the euphoric chaos of A More Perfect Design, if you're into the heavier genres, this is an album for you. Especially if you like things adventurous and unpredictable, honestly. Give it a listen. Also, give a listen to the new Ethel Cain record, Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. This is a sepia-toned cinematic masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. Southern balladry, really incredible interludes, as well as this heartbreaking yet character-driven storytelling that I love to hear in Ethel's music. The opening stretch here does such a great job of letting you into the world of Ethel Cain's music. There's everything from rustic intimacy to these impeccable atmospheres that I really do commend Hayden on putting together. And there is everything here from bluesy alternative country, southern ballads, just wide-eyed shoegaze moments as well. Also, some of the interludes like Radio Towers genuinely get under my skin in the best way. And across this, once again, very beefy record, Hayden really does nail home the fact that she is a modern master in atmosphere, storytelling, world building. It's an album that feels equal parts personal yet kind of mystic as well. And while this might be the final Ethel Cain project, I can't wait to see where Hayden goes next. Also, much on a different level, Nita Geraci, I Love My Computer, one of the most exciting electronic releases I've heard in a while, especially as far as like a breakout record. This thing is nothing but high energy, colorful production, and honestly a lot of fun. Tracks like All I Am and Battery Death are nothing short of anthems, explosive synths, infectious hooks, but there's also a lot of early 2000s and late 2010s nostalgia here. Tracks like Info Hazard and It's You really tug at your heartstrings. They end up being nostalgic and whimsical, and honestly, Nita just does a lot of things really well here. It balances quirky experimentation and really accessible hooks at a really stellar level. And she keeps the energy up from start to finish. There's honestly not a lot of weak points here. It's easily one of the best electronic releases of the year and one of the more interesting breakout records in a while that I've heard. Also want to shout out the new Deftones record, Private Music. This is nothing short of a late career highlight from the band, delivering the urgency and aggression of their early records. As a matter of fact, I would just say the band hasn't sounded this focused in a decade. The songwriting is vivid, the performances are really solid. Even the dreamier, more shoegazy cuts on this record have a little bit of extra teeth to them this time around. My Mind is a Mountain and Milk of the Madonna are just fantastic singles that I feel like really capture an essence of the band that I haven't heard in a really long time. Even deep cuts here like CXZ show the band firing on all cylinders. Yeah, if you've fallen off with Deftones, now would definitely be the time to check out what they've been up to lately, because this new one is a really great alternative metal release. Also, finally want to shout out the new Water From Your Eyes album, It's a Beautiful Place. I mean, this is another very challenging, left field art rock and art pop record, but for my money this time around, Water From Your Eyes absolutely nail it. Like, I've always enjoyed their stuff, but I've always wanted just a smidgen more structure to their music. Maybe a memorable riff here and there. And that's what we get on this album. This is, in all respects, their guitar record, and you're getting a lot here. You're getting really memorable riffs, bursts of color, and an energy that is just infectious. Hell, even the little interludes that make up this album just seem like their own miniature journeys. 29 minutes, it's one of the tightest and genuinely most experimental experimental records I've heard all year. Not only that, but from start to finish, it might just be my favorite thing that they've done. If you're into indie rock and art rock and want things a little bit more left field, definitely give this a listen. But what have you been listening to all August? These are just some of my personal faves. But don't forget to subscribe if you want more album reviews and discography rankings and so much more. And until next time, have a great day, friends.